Alright, Shalom. This is Brother GABAR. Back at you with another lesson. Before I hop into it, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High in the true Hebrew names and in the Hebrew tongue. So, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rukwah Kwadash, Ma'amoth. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Double honors to the elder of this camp as well, Aharawan. And Shalom to you, brothers and sisters, pushing and keeping this truth and faith and sincerity into the end, man. Alright? So, this is going to be a quick hit. Going into how the Lord's name is a token, man. The Lord's name is a golden token, man. And shout out to the brother Thanyala, man, because he the one that inspired me to do this lesson. So yeah, just gonna be a quick lesson going into how the Lord's name is the token, man. It's a blessing to know the Lord's true name, his true image, and that he is the God of our people, man, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our people that are scattered amongst these other nations, man. It's a true token, man, to have that wisdom and knowledge. All right. And with that, I'm gonna hop right into it. Starting in the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 12, and it reads, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved," man. All right. So the scriptures tell you, man, there is salvation. There is not salvation in any other name, man. All right. So if you're not calling on Yahweh Hashem Shai, your faith and your hope is in vain, man, because you calling on a false name, idol. Just like these churches, these leaders in these churches, man, drilling that name into our people, 2/3 of our people. And you also got these false camps as well, man, wolves in sheep's clothing, man, deceiving our people, telling you that you're an Israelite, but still calling on that false name, man, like IUIC, ISUPK, and various other camps, man. That, like I said, they'll tell you an Israelite, you God's chosen people, but still drill that false name into your head, man. But it says, "For there is none other name among heaven given among men whereby we must be saved." All right. So it's no excuse for people who claim to be in this truth to still be calling on JC, man. You know what I'm saying? That false name, that false idol, because the Lord's true name is given among men. All right, and you hear the sincere and that hopeful elect uplifting that name constantly, man. Yahweh Shem Shah, Kal Halayim La Yahweh Shem Shah. You know what I'm saying? Every lesson at the start and end of every count, you hear it. So there's no excuse, man, to be calling on a false name, especially, at this stage in the truth, you can easily prove that these are false names, man. You know what I'm saying? Going back into the Paleo Hebrew language, you know what I'm saying, the history and the origin of the letter J, it's easy to debunk, man. And this is like the information age, man. You could hop on Google and just easily debunk that false name, man, and that false image. All right. So it says, "For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved," man. All right. So there is salvation only under one name, salvation, redemption, and freedom under one name, man. All right. And then 2/3 in these churches, they stay hollering, man, "I'm saved and sanctified." Saved from what? And no, you're not, because y'all still calling on JC, man. And that stumbling block and that that net, that snare, that trap is ultimately gonna be the death of 2/3 of our people, man. Because they can't let go of these false idols and these false names and images, man, and false beliefs and philosophies. All right, it says, "For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved," man. And that name is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. Yahweh meaning he exists, and Yahweh Shah meaning he delivers. All right, and he's going to deliver that hopeful elect out of the destruction from this place, man. That's what it means to be saved. Saved and moved out of that way of destruction, man. But 2/3 of our people, mainly the ones in these churches, man, in these false camps, what I'm saying, who will claim and say they are saved, you are not. You are deceived, man. All right. And with that, I'm going to get this next precept out of the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 13. And it reads, For whosoever shall call upon the for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, man. All right. So 2/3 of our people in these churches calling on JC, man, and these in Jehovah and these other false names, man. Y'all, like I said, ultimately that's gonna be your destruction. That's gonna be your demise, putting your faith and hope in a false name and a deity and an idol, set up primarily by our enemies, man, Esau. All right. But it says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved, man. And the Lord's name is given among men, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. That is the name, that is the one name, there is the one name that we shall achieve and receive salvation under, man. His Yahweh Shah, his name says it all, man. He delivers. All right, he's gonna deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, man. He's gonna deliver us that kingdom, man. Deliver us those spiritual bodies, spiritual power, man. He's gonna deliver us peace, man, hope and faith. Only the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah can do that, man. None of these false idols and false names and false gods can do that, man. All right. In verse 14 it says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher, man? All right. So how shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher, man? And that's why it's important for that hopeful elect and that sincere men of the Lord to constantly uplift the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and give praises to the name Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Because that is how 2/3 of our people and those that have an ear to hear are going to hear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, because we are we are those preachers, those messengers, what I'm saying, set up by the Lord, man. Because these pastors in these churches ain't it. Because like I said earlier, they still calling on JC, man. They still deceiving our people with that false name. These false camps, these wolves in sheep's clothing, man, they are not it. Because like I stated earlier as well, they'll tell you an Israelite, but still drill that false name into your head, man. All right. And verse 15 says, and how shall they preach except they be sent, man? You feel me? Because a lot of these people are not sent, man, to do the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Because if they were, they would be sent in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. They would be teaching and uplifting in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. But they are not. They still calling on that false name, All right. So like it, I'm back to the next precept. The book of Romans 11:7. And it says, what then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded, man. All right, so Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, what I'm saying, y'all still looking for answers, man, wisdom and knowledge and some sense of truth, but have not obtained it. Henceforth, that's why our people are still the way they are, man, calling on false gods, believing in false things, man, things that are not fruitful, man. What I'm saying? Things that are not this truth, man, and are not Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. It says, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. The election have obtained that wisdom and knowledge of the true names of the Lord, man. They have been granted that golden token, man, of knowing the Lord's true name. And it says, and the rest were blinded, and you see that, man. According as it is written, God have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear until this day, man. And I wanted to get this one as well because another point that the brother Danyala had brought out is given that the name of the Lord and his wisdom and knowledge is a token, man. What I'm saying? And some of our eyes and ears are blessed to hear it and see it, and some are not. You can tell somebody the name of the Lord, his true name, and then a day later or a week later you talk to them and they can't remember it, they can't pronounce it, they can't articulate it, man. All right, because they have not been given the ears to hear, man. They have not been given the eyes to see. They got that spirit of slumber, man. They can't wake up, so therefore they'll hear you say it, but it'll go in one ear and out the other, man. They cannot retain this wisdom and knowledge, man. because they do not have eyes to see and ears to hear, as Romans 11:8 states, man. In verse 9, and David saith, let their table be made a snare, man. All right. And that's exactly, man, that's exactly what these false names and these false idols and gods are, man. They a snare, they a trap unto our people, man. All right. And and when animals get caught in traps and snares, ultimately the end thereof is death, man, because those hunters and those poachers, go collect them animals, man, and butcher them for for furs or meat or whatever the case may be, man. But the case is ultimately death, man. And that's the same thing it's gonna be the same fate for 2/3 of our people, man. It says, and let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them, man. All right. And them false names, those false images, those false gods are also a stumbling block unto our people, man. They can't walk. They can't walk upright, man, because they're constantly stumbling over the bull crap, man. So it's like the point of this lesson, man, is a token, man, to know the Lord's true name, man, to have the Lord's true name, man. All right, and I just wanted to end it on this. Is the book of Judges, chapter 10 and 13, and it reads, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. All right. And that's deep, man, because the Lord's name, Yahweh Shah, means he delivers, man. So that hopeful elect that's calling on him, Yahweh Ratazar are going to be the ones delivered out of the destruction of this place, man. But 2/3 of our people have forsaken that and are serving other gods to this day, man. Salakia. Verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation, man. All right. And that's going to be a scary day for 2/3 of our people, man, when they see all hell breaking loose and they calling on these false gods, and these false things, and seeing that it is to no prevail, man. All right. It says, let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation, man. Which will not happen, because the previous scriptures state that there is salvation under one name, man, under one God. And that's Yahweh Shemi Hawashah, the one true God of the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and to know that true name, to know that true image, to know the true knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures, and that he is the God of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, that is a token, man. It's a golden token. You know what I'm saying? Blessed are our eyes and ears, for they can see and hear, man. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom.